back. I am so sorry I missed last week's Reddit reactions, but we are back. That was not intentional. It actually kind of slipped my mind. I do apologize for that, but we are back with more Reddit retail stories. And these ones are a doozy. So, oh, guys, if you do enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment or share or whatever. Also, guys, I have merch. Go check out my merch store. Let me just show you. Let me just show you my merch. Let me show you my merch, guys. Let me be gracious, okay? Let me be gracious. No. Wait. Never mind. We're opening our Twitter because I know all my links are on Twitter. Profile. There we go. Guys, go check out my merch. We got merch. Minecraft, Boo Bros, and some more. But yeah, also I am running a 10% discount off all of my Boo Bros merch. Uh, you can, if you spend $75 or more, then you get a 10% discount using the code BooBros24. I'll leave all the information down in the description below. But yeah, if you guys, but this is only on the Boo Bros collection. This is not on any of my other collections. But there you guys have it. So go check it out if you guys do want to support or anything like that. So yeah. Go check out my merch, guys. Go check out my merch. Merch! So, yeah, I hope you guys like that. But let's just get into mentally fatiguing customers. Oh my word. Okay, and I just woke up, guys. I work at a gas station, grocery store. It is actually my first time working in this type of environment, and most likely will be my last. I have become completely mentally drained by how dumb people truly are. I mean, I knew people were dumb, but I had no idea just how dumb. It's like there is a stupid contest, and every 30 minutes a new contestant shows up, and it's like, hold my beer. Oh no. Just today alone, I had two transactions that have blown my mind, and I'm not even halfway through my shift. Oh, YGBD22, I am so sorry. Okay, let's see. Contest number one. The guy looked about 30 years old, looked pretty normal. Has a few things to ring up, and we do so as normal. When it's time to pay, he swipes his card and is just blankly staring at the pin pad. He looks at me. I look at him. There is a good bit of awkward silence. He then finally says to me with the most blank expression, it's asking me if I want cash back, but I don't want cash back. Um, uh, okay. I tell him to push the button that says, no, there is literally only two button options, yes or no. He keeps staring at me in complete radio silence. I reach over the counter and push the button for him. I don't have time for this. There are people waiting. Again, in silence, he stares before saying, now it's asking for my PIN number. Um, um, uh, I'm just in disbelief as I tell him, so enter your PIN number. He does without hesitation. We finish the transaction and he leaves. This simply can't be your first time using a debit card or seeing a cashback prompt or entering in your PIN number. Okay, it could be unless, let's say, I understand why you're being getting irritated and stuff like that, but let's say this is the first time he's owned a card and he's still new to how it works and stuff like that. Because I know the first time I got a card, I didn't know exactly how to work. So it could be his first time. Um, but even still, if something's asking you yes or no, you just say yes or no. I can understand the confusion about the pin, but not choosing yes or no, that I'm just like, what? You just, it says yes or no, just, what? Okay, that's got me a little confused. But for this one, I don't think it's that serious. Like, I understand you're getting irritated. I understand you got a lot of people behind you. You could have just simply asked him, "Is this your first debit? Is this the first time you have a card? If so, I can help you real quick." You didn't have to be. I don't think you had to get so irritated with him. You could clearly see he was confused. You could clearly see he was struggling. So, yeah, I think you being an a-hole with customer number one. Contestant number two walks in the front door, sees me checking someone out, and blurts out, are y'all open? The store I work is famously open 24 hours a day. I try as hard as I can to not say, no, we are closed and I'm just here for funsies. I reply with a simple yes because he's staring at me like he wants a genuine reply to what just feels like an extremely dumb question. Within the context of where he is and what he sees happening, I just know he is going to get up to the counter and be the most annoying person of all time. And yep, he starts asking me questions that I can't answer with a simple yes or no, like forcing me to talk to him in a way. We get to check out portion with me trying to minimize conversations as much as possibly can. And I see him pull out his driver's license and start trying to swipe it like a credit card. Oh, no. I let him do it a few times before I tell him that's your driver's license. He doesn't say a word, does a full 180 turn, and completely walks out of the store, leaving everything he grabbed on the counter and doesn't come back. It's not these interactions alone, it's these types of interactions repeatedly and more frequently than you would believe that becomes exhausting. Like someone looking at me and blurting out, how much does this cost? From the other side of the store. I don't know, I don't know, you jelly filled donuts. There's probably 1,000 plus different items on the shelves there. Each one is typically labeled. Plus, I can't even see what you are referring to. Yeah, like I understand. You could have just been like, you didn't have to. I think you're being an asshole. Like, if you really don't like this job, find another job because you're not exactly being customer friendly. Like, you're just getting irritated with people because either people it's their first time having a card and they don't know what they're doing, or they just had a very long day and I'm get you had a long day too, but you guys can bond over this. You could have just been like, you could have just turned to him like, did you have a long day, sir? It's like, and if he asks you why, and just be like, yes, why? It's like, oh, you see, you pulled out your driver's license, or like, how was, you know? You didn't have to be so irritated and short with these people. So no, I don't believe like I think you need to go for customer service courses or find a job that's not in customer service because also because yeah, no, I don't I believe that the cashier could have handled this better in a way. I don't think she should have been so irritated and short with these people. Like, I understand if you had a horrible customer throughout like, you had a nice day, whatever, and that one customer that's just being really rude, really extreme, and stuff like that. And then afterwards, you're dealing with customers like this. I can understand you getting irritated and stuff like that, but these customers weren't rude to you. They weren't trying to make your life difficult on purpose. It just seems like they were just not having the best time and you being irritated with them. No wonder why they left and didn't come back. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with you if you treated me that way. So, no, no. Okay, moving on. Disastrous target 5060. Right, just because you can see me in the store doesn't mean we're open. Oh, we had this all the time. Because the thing is, okay, for those of you who do not understand how this works, okay, when retailers go to work, they have to be there like at least 30 minutes, an hour to 30 minutes before the store opens. This is to clean the store. This is to open up the the cash out, so the computers and everything. Okay, this is to make sure that everything is neat on the shelves and stuff like that. And then if there's anything that needs to be discussed, like our manager needs to discuss with us, or if there's a meeting that needs to happen or anything like that, then we have that meeting. So yeah, other work need just because we're in the store doesn't mean the store's open. We are busy doing our jobs. There are things that we need to do before the store opens. Just because we're in there doesn't mean the store's open and we have to serve you. No, we've got other work that we need to do. That that time when we are in the store before the store opens, that is our preparation for the day, for the store and the customers. That is just for preparation. That is not for you. That is for us to prepare the store for the customers. That is us to prepare everything to make sure everything is running smoothly. If there's any problems, we can contact the person that needs to be contacted to help out and whatnot. It is not for you. Stop it. Oh my word. Like when you wake up in the morning, okay, and your work phones you and be like, oh, have you done this, this, and this? You're like, I've just woken up. I'm still getting ready for work. No, this is my time. This is my time to get ready for work. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Stop it. I don't know if my job counts as retail, as its main service is shipping packages for customers, but we do sell stuff as well, so I think it qualifies. Please let me know if it doesn't. I had just finished shutting down the computers and running end of day and on the POS. Yes, that's another thing. When we close the store and stuff like that, our cashiers, the tills are closed. We've already counted the money for the day. We've already when we lock up again, we clean again. It's to make sure that, like, we fix the shelves up that customers messed up. Um we close the cashiers, we count the money for the day, and we send those figures into head office and stuff like that. That it's the same at the end of the day. Like, you just making sure I people and was in the bathroom changing out of uniform when I heard someone try to open the locked door. I didn't think much of it and continued changing. The phone started ringing, but since it was after hours, I ignored it. After it went to voicemail, they called again. I again ignored it. Once I finished changing, I took my stuff up front and started to pull the gate out and sliding it into place. The customer sees this and knocks on the window. I look at him and shake my head. He goes back to his car. I finish locking up and leave the store, ensuring the door is locked one last time before leaving. The customer walks up to me and starts trying to tell me that online it says you're open until inserts later time. Yeah. I inform him that during the week we're open to that time, but on Saturday, close early. He tries again to argue that. It says otherwise online. Thing. And I tell him that whatever website he got that from is wrong. So you won't help me. Nope, and I leave. The lights are off, the gate is shut, the door is locked, and the sole employee is leaving the building. How many more signs do you need to understand that we're closed? Also, don't come up and expect service from off shift employees. Exactly. No. I think this person handled this perfectly. This is a chef's kiss. Okay. So I would say this is like a 1 or 2 out of 3. Um yeah, she handled this perfectly. Like if you're off shift, you're off shift. Don't expect people to serve you when their work is done for the day. No, that is their time. That is their time to relax, to get home to their families, to make supper, to see to what they need to. If they have children, spend some time with their children and stuff like that. What gives you the right to take up that valuable time that they have? No, don't, guys, don't be assholes, please. But I love how disastrous Target 5060 handled this. She handled this similarly to the way that I would have handled this. Like I would have just again, I would have locked everything up and stuff like that. And if the person came up to me and be like, "I'm sorry, we closed. I'm off the clock." And it's like, and I would have said, "And if you continue following me, I will call security for harassment." Because that's what this customer basically did. He harassed her. Like, how do you walk up to, after going to your car, how do you walk up to the employee and then berate them for not helping you? That is harassment, sir. So, no, I would have handled this differently. I'm like, I told you that we're closed. Why are you harassing me? You left. You were leaving. Like, why did you feel the need to come back? And like, no. So yeah, she handled this perfectly. Or he, whoever this may be. Yeah, I do not know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, this one is customer told me to be nicer to my staff. Okay. I'm gonna read this one before I judge it. At work yesterday, clothes and homeware shop. I hopped on the tills. Guys, I swear I know how to read. At work yesterday, clothes and homeware shop, I hopped on the tills and was serving customers. About 3 customers in a woman returned an online purchase and then said to me, I really think you just need to be a bit nicer to your staff. Me. I'm sorry, what? Customer. You should really be nicer to your staff. Staff was gobsmacked. Literally no idea where this came from. The only interactions I had with other staff while she was there were the following. Hi Josh, can you pop that in the bin please? For actual customer information that could get us sued under GDPR rules and hey Sarah, love your jumper. I'm not even full management and I didn't need to hop on tills. I did it to help out the staff on tills. I was passing through another department and saw there was a queue. Really pissed me off, so I have pushed towards a nicer work environment when I am, because I have worked under proper horrible militant managers who were borderline bullies and made working life hell. Seriously, why say that? And for the record, they are not my staff, they are my colleagues. Honestly, worst part about working retail is the general public. This has the same, yeah, no, guys. Yeah, this one's confusing. Like, I would have been angry too. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, what? This one. Okay, she never really said how she handled this situation. So I can't really rate this one, but if you guys can give more context on this, if you guys can maybe like rate it or whatever, like, but yeah, I don't understand this one. I really don't. Just another day behind the counter. The chips are how much? Oh no, people who complain about prices, I don't know. I used to work in a service station NZ way back. I quit I quite enjoyed it most of the time. There were quite a few genuinely funny moments. Here's one. Although it did start out frustrating. So, when the station first opened, the price tags were these ridiculous little squares with the numbers on them. They slid on a bar that ran the length of the shelves. They were easily moved and often popped off altogether. Where the station was situated, where, guys, grammar, English, please. Where the where the station was situated was across the road from the heart of our town. The pub closed at about 2 p.m., so from then on the shop was chocker full of drunk idiots. Oh, lovely. Those bloody price squares got moved around all the time. They thought it was hilarious to make little items extremely expensive. Anyway, I would have killed someone. N- It is not funny. You might think it's funny, but no. Then you have to deal with grumpy customers. Then you have to deal with customers fighting with you because things are mislabeled. And when they ring up the price, and then you just be like, okay, but on there it gives you that price, and then you have to sell it to them at that price, and then it's no, it's not funny. It just makes your work life a lot more difficult and unnecessary. And then you have to go and you have to fix everything. No, it is not funny. It is you giving us more work, and the workload that retailers have in some shops is ridiculous. So for you to go around and do that and add to the workload just because you think it's funny, just this makes me mad. This makes me mad. Oh, okay. Sparrows fart Sunday morning. I'm behind the counter. It's not my day on. Somebody's sick, so I'm sleepy and a bit scrumpy. In comes our delightful customer, gets a juice and a 50-gram bag of chips. Good healthy breakfast. I approve. Okay. I scan the juice 250. Customer squares it, says 50 cents on the price bar. I sigh, the internal sigh we all know so well, and go into the whole special above. Nope, not having it. I need to charge the listed price, blah blah blah. Okay, sir, you got it. I go and check the listed price, then manually override the till price. That will be please cash or credit. Customer's face was awesome. He checked the price himself, came back laughing, and agreed to pay the till price. Wise choice. I'm confused. This one confuses me as well. Like, what? Okay, a customer says 50 cents on the price bar. I sigh the internal sigh we all know so well and go into the whole spiel above. Nope, not having it. I need to charge the listed price, blah blah. Okay, so you got it. I go and check the listed prices, then manually override the till price. I am so confused. Did he just take like the most expensive thing in the store and put that label on the chips and be like, okay, that's how much it's gonna be? And then the customer like understood like, is that what happened? Because if that was happened, that is brilliant. I love it. Um, you're making more work for yourself, but you're getting the pointer across of like how easily customers can change the price around and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm not sure about this one. This week is just confusing. This week is very confusing. I don't know how I feel about this week. But anyway, Chizakura. When paying by card doesn't work and yet you get positively surprised. A couple of days ago, the system for paying by card failed. It failed completely. We couldn't accept any form of payments except for cash. We put signs in front and inside the store apologizing for the situation. Still, some people fail to read the posters and look at poor me sitting at the register like a deer in headlights. Oh, sweetie, I've only been at retail for a little over a month. Sitting at the register for even less time. It was overwhelming to say the least. But this story isn't about people complaining about having no cash on hand. It's about the couple who paid in cash and then helped out another woman. She came next in line, didn't read the posters, and was in absolute shock when I told her she couldn't pay by card. So the couple looked at her and asked, "How much is it?" It was around 25 euros, maybe less. So the couple paid for her. They exchanged contact details afterwards so she can PayPal them the money back. I was surprised. I've read of similar stories like pay for the next one in line too, but I never thought I'd experience it myself as well. No less in a situation where everyone was already frustrated about the situation. Oh, so sweet. I love this story. I'm so glad it ended up on a high note. Yay. We're so happy. We're so happy. Okay, but yeah, guys, what do you guys think of these retail stories? Which one did you like? Which one didn't you like? Which one confused you? Let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's retail stories. This week was very confusing for me. But until next week, bye.